Okay, everybody, good evening and welcome to the final day of LAP Bootcamp or Affiliate Marketing Bootcamp, as you want to call it. It's been an exciting journey. If you ask me, it's been an exciting 2-day or 3-day here. And before we wrap it up today, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions for those of you who have been consistent, who have been attending. What's your key takeaway? If you want to say something, just unmute yourself. I think I see about 3 people whose audio are not yet activated. So you want to help them. All right. So what's your key takeaway? Like, what have you learned anything? Um, would this as a result, would this training, as a result of this training, would you be better off, all right, in going pro than just looking for a quick wins here and there, make quick sales here and there? Like, what has changed for you? Is it a mindset? Is it your approach? Is it the fact that you come to realize that it's not going to be a walk in the park, all right? But whatever efforts you put in, okay, would have a bountiful, what's it called? A bountiful harvest or result. So let me just get a quick reaction from those of you who have been consistent, or if you've not been consistent, you're going back to watch the replays. What is your key takeaway? What's your key takeaway so far? If you want to say something, you can either raise your hand or drop a chat and drop. Oh, my mic is not even activated. Let me do that. Hey, use this. Good. Okay, you're able to tell the difference now. So what has been your key takeaway so far? What is your key takeaway so far? What are you walking away with? What are you walking away from this with? Is that English correct? What are you walking away from this with? Let me get reactions. You've been here, you've been an affiliate for a while now, and what is changing for you going forward? All right, what is changing for you going forward? Let me get reactions. David Omotayo, I'm gonna call you up. I'm gonna call up on you right now. What has changed for you? We're chatting earlier today, and you told me some things. I'd like you to let us know rather, what has changed for you. If you want to chat, you can drop the chat drop a comment in the chat, or you can raise your hand and we'll call up on you. Anybody? All right, great. David is ready to talk. Finally, somebody. Give it up for David.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, David.
Good evening, sir. Hello, can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can.
All right, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All right. I've been an athlete for quite, let's say 2 months, even though not up to 2 months though. But thank God I was in the class yesterday. Like it was as if all you were saying was directed at me, and I was like, wow. Okay, straight to the point. My key takeaway yesterday, like you even noticed that I uploaded, was not to be an information power bank, like not to gather up information without executing them.
Yeah.
So, and another major important thing is not to give up so soon. It is not easy. It won't be easy, like you said. It won't be easy, but then you just have to keep trying and being consistent. Like the consistency is really for me. Like I get people messaging me, like it's now like on a daily basis. If I do not get a message, tens of message, and they just keep telling me, what is this about? I've been seeing you, you've been posting this, you understand, that kind of thing. So just to be consistent. And I believe consistency is one of the key factor in this program, as my understanding we have it. And you said it yesterday. Thank God you said it yesterday, and it has really been working. It has been working, and I've been seeing improvement. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for that reaction. Okay. There's something interesting about David, yeah? David started with the, okay, I'm going to give Ebube Aja the opportunity to speak shortly, but let me just say a few things about David. David has an amazing story, and I can't wait for him to share that with the world. David, I don't know if you allow me to say this, but just permit me to say it, okay? I'm not trying to, I mean, it's just beautiful because when I started, I didn't have the money. I had to borrow the money. When you started, I think you didn't have the complete money, right? I had to like help you with some of the money. And you started with the basic package, true or false? You started with the basic package.
Yes,
And
I started the basic package.
you say something.
I said I started the basic package. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how much did I have to add it up for you to get started?
You didn't add any money
Oh, I
for me,
didn't add
right?
any money for you. Okay, you were in the one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. Sorry about that.
I
I just
guess the spirit wanted you to add, but you refused to.
so that was in the spirit. Okay. Yeah, well, so David started with the basic package, and you know, just like everybody else who starts with the basic package. In fact, most of from experience, most of the people who start with the basic package, they never get off the ground. They just go through the basic, but they just pay for it and go to sleep. But not David. David started with the basic package, and before you know it, he just started applying these things he was learning. And today he has upgraded. He has upgraded from basic to VIP. Right? Whatever sales he makes now count. And the money he used to upgrade came from the sales he made. He made about, I think he did about two VIPs, one basic, and an indirect sale for one of his affiliates. And that's how he was able to upgrade. So I'm super proud of you, and I can't wait for you to share your story to the world. I know that it's a lot in store for you, so keep it coming. All right, so I'm gonna give in Ebube. There's something interesting about Ebube. I want to let her share her story, but let me just give a bit of preamble. So Ebube, the way she started was quite interesting. I mean, we jumped on the call and we spoke for a while, and we had a very good rapport. Okay, and she got started. When she got started, there was almost every minute this dancer was calling me. Okay, and we're always talking because she had questions, she had things she needed to clarify, and she just kept studying, she kept applying, and guess what? So I'm going to let her share the rest, share the key takeaways. Let her just walk us through how this has been for her. Everybody, what's up? How are you?
Hello everybody. My name is Ebube, and I joined LAP in February, in I think ending of January. But of course, I really joined because I wanted to start with like 100 the day it started, which was the beginning of
February,
February.
February 2nd. Yeah.
So February 2nd. So I when I spoke to the day I was speaking to David, I literally had just finished paying my rent and I was flat as broke. I told him, I said I didn't have money, but I want
Wow.
and I wanted to I knew that I wanted to get started. I was expecting some money. I think I was paid 54,000 naira, and immediately I paid the whole 50K for yes, for I was broke for the next probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I didn't have anything on me. I was at home. I didn't go anywhere. I mean, not big deal for me at all, because in my head, in my heart, I know what I was chasing and I know what I'm looking at. In the first, of course, I made my first hundred. If throughout the month of February, I didn't make a single sale, and this was because I wasn't focused on making sales. I was focused on
Journey.
taking the classes one after the other, understanding it. I mean, I'm not about to rush. I'm not about to I'm not looking for quick results. I want to understand what I am doing and apply it, and also apply it to other people's lives. Because if I don't know what I'm doing, how am I going to help people how am I going to help people that are coming in behind me? How am I going to be a David to them, you know? So I had to soak in as much knowledge as I could. And I was telling David, I think at the end of February, I said, I have to make money this March. I have to make a sale this March. And for March, I think I did like 4 sales. Oh no, I ended March with 6 sales. So I ended March with 6 sales. After not making a single sale throughout the month of February. And for April, I think I've done 2 sales already for this month. I mean, it's not what I want, but we moved. So,
Yeah,
and my takeaway from yesterday's class, honestly, was it's already what I am doing, but it just emphasizes more. I take my classes, I take the sessions very, very seriously. I go back and I listen to them over and over again. I don't want to be an information bank without results. I'm not just about coming here, and I mean, the knowledge is free, quote and unquote, right? But then if I have all this knowledge and I'm not making use of it, and I am not applying it to myself or to my team, or to even people just around me, of what use is all this knowledge that I'm gaining? So yes, thank you so much, David, for this platform. I really, really appreciate it.
okay, thank you so much, Ebube, for that. I will always reference to you because you're a testament to what I believe strongly, that the average person who comes on board doesn't make money on this platform, but the average person can come on board and make incredible income if they go through the process, if they follow simple instructions. And the way you attacked this, the way you went about getting started was just amazing. Okay, because you knew what you wanted. Okay, I'll give you an opportunity to speak, David. You know what you wanted, and our vision, our goals aligned, because you also obviously wanted to also help women, wealth manifestation chick. And so it was easier for us to connect. So I think what I would say as regards that is, when you're speaking to people, when you're sharing, when you're having one-on-one conversations, you're closing sales, whether via call or chat, share your vision with these people, share your vision with them, because you don't know who probably has something similar with what you want to share. Okay, so share your vision with them, share your heart with these people, and you'll be amazed how many people say, hey, I want to key into this as well. All right, I think that's one of the things. That was how Ebube was able to have that synergy. David wants to say something else. Hi, David.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I want to thank you very much for creating a platform here we all can interact with ourselves. And before you called on Ebube, I just wanted to quickly say something about Ebube. There was a time Ebube made a sale on the Telegram group, and she posted. So I think I was still struggling with making a basic sale then. So I just had to find a way of getting her Instagram handle, and I followed her. Immediately she followed me back. So there was a time she made another thing, and I was still struggling. So I just had to message her, auntie, come. How are you doing this? And I was happy. That day, I think we talked for almost 30 minutes, and she was able to, seriously, she was able to tell me everything down to details, and I even had to forward chats with some prospects to her. And seriously, I couldn't believe, I was relieved, as if I made still, the way she talked to me. And another thing is, when I was optimizing my Instagram profile, when I was posting, even though I do not have a like I feel like I've written rubbish. Like, why will I have this kind of, I think I was still like below 100 then. But then it will always be the only one she will like, and I think I was like, okay, I think I've written something meaningful. If Ebube can like this, And in fact, till now, till now, she still does. Like, I just want to thank her very much. Thank you, Ebube. I am really, really grateful.
Wow. Thank you too. Thank you, everybody. Even though this happened, Seb, I'm just saying it for the first time. All right. The whole essence of a community like this is to have people, um, is to have, is to be able to interact, yes, and have other people share their results. I mean, when Jadonski shared his Facebook ad secret, it was mind blowing. A lot of people went ahead to implement that. All right, even though a lot of people haven't implemented it, like a lot of people have been, because number one, you don't even have a domain, a website of your own. And that brings me to two things happening this week. I mean, one of them is happening this week, then the other is next week. We'll be having a training with Jadonski on creating a landing page with CARD, all right, CARD, and using your mobile phone. For those who may not have a website, and I mean not website, but you don't have a laptop, and you want to be able to create a simple landing page that you can drive traffic to. Jadonski will be doing a training on Saturday with that. Then from next week going forward, we're going to start the organic Instagram sales challenge, organic Instagram sales challenge. It's going to be like a 10-day challenge with different content ideas, where you have to post at least 3 times a day. Everybody here would have to follow each other. I know we said we should drop your Instagram handles in the past, but we're going to be doing that officially from next week. So if you haven't gone to optimize your profile, then you need to go watch the trainings we did on the Telegram group from day 1 to whatever day. I think day 1 is just to tell you, okay, kickoff call. Day 2 is the optimize your profile for each generation. Then day 3 actually workshop to create links and all of that. So the trainings on the Telegram group are important. You need to go through them, all right, to understand, to optimize your profile, understand your target audience, and clone your phone. I think that was what FD Eddie or Ian was asking earlier. All right. So remember that you cannot do this all by yourself. You can always reach out. Just like David reached out to Ebube and he got help. You can always reach out. It doesn't have to be David Ayome or Kochidumi. Other people are beginning to spring up, and that's our joy. Very soon, of course, Ebube has done a training here already. We want to have more people come on board, do training instead of us working for them. Orena has shared her result with us some time ago, how she jumps on calls, and it's working for her. So you figure out what works for you. It doesn't have to be what I am doing. I can show you what I'm doing, and you're going to do it. It won't work for you. All right. Figure out what works for you and stick with it. And if it has worked for you, come back and share. That's how we grow. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing from Friday, then of course next week. So get your Instagram account ready. If you don't have an Instagram account, go and get one now. All right, because we'll be creating. I'm going to be on Friday. We're going to be talking about how after the training with Jadonski, we're going to be talking about how to pod the groups you're going to join, how to join those groups. And we're also going to be creating our own links so that everybody will also use within our links. We've done this before with Arena back last year, and it worked for a while. It worked at that time. Okay, so yeah. Let's just run through tonight's training and wrap it up. Okay, I wrap it up. What are we doing so far? So that we can put in and. Okay. So we started off by on Monday. Okay, started off on Monday where we talked about the foundation. Okay, the foundation to becoming a pro affiliate, navigating your dashboard. Now, there's something I missed on Monday, and it's simply after going through the 12 48, if you're on LAP or the 7-day affiliate marketing if you're on it's a affiliated NG. You also need to go through the trainings we've done on the platform on Telegram. It is an expanded version, though summarized, and it's going to help you understand who you speak to. Okay, your target audience, how to clone a funnel if you not have one, and some basic things that can help you get that can give you a head start, a fast head start. All right. So what day one talked about understanding what you sell and how to sell it. This is very important. If you have not done these exercises, I beg you, in the name of the God you serve, go and do them. Don't be a power bank of information. Like David said today, I like the way he put it. Don't be, I think I did a screenshot of what he said. I need to go back to that quote he used. I really liked it. Otherwise, I'm going to post it on my Twitter. Then of course I'm going to give credit to you. So do not be a power bank of information. Execute them as you learn. Beautiful. All right. So don't be a power. Is that the only thing you go home with? Don't be a power bank of information. Execute as you learn. All right. So go back and do this exercise. It's very important. All right. So we talked about the features and benefits, what they mean, and of course went on to give examples. Then we gave an assignment to read first sentences and advertising. How many of you have started reading these books? Because I dropped them on the platform or the Telegram group. How many of you have started reading these books? How many? Don't lie. There's no reward for this. How many people have started reading these books? Nobody. See? Oh, okay. Eddie said I've started. Oh, okay. Victoria Simon, I have. Okay. Well, please do. All right. Please do, because they give you openers. This particular first sentence gives you openers, and you can use them for your social media posts. Those headlines. Write as many as you can get and use them effectively. All right. You can tie it to your webinar presentation if you don't have one. I mean, if you have one, of course. If you don't have one, what's stopping you from creating yours? Okay, like, I mean, I just shoot my own webinar today. I'm going to shoot another one because I noticed some errors. But the truth is, you get better by the day. And it is in doing that you can now, okay, I could have done this, I could have done this, I could have done this. All right, better. And that's how you grow. So yesterday we talked about the 3 core essentials in becoming a pro affiliate. We talked about mindset. We talked about habits. And today we will be looking at skills. We said that different kinds of mindsets to have to becoming a pro affiliate. We explain what a mindset is. And we said there are about 6 kinds of mindset, or six types of mindset to adopt as a pro. Then we talked about habits, what habits are. And we said the habits of the millionaire affiliates, setting daily targets and executing, and we recommended about 4 different kinds of books we read chronologically, like in this order. All right. .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets, and copywriting secrets. And I said that if you read these books, if you don't become a pro digital marketer, at least theoretically, okay, so you see, as Victoria Simon said, the headlines are so realistic. Of course they are. Okay, so read them, digest them, and practice with them. Okay, and I show you where to get these books from on Z Library. So today we're going to just talk about skills and look at what skills are. Of course, you already know what the skills we're talking about. The skills that we're mastering. Okay, the skill, like if you sum everything up, what we're mastering is a skill of traffic generation. Yeah, but in being able to generate traffic, we need to learn about 14, 28, 16, or 20 other kinds of skills, like broken down. The first is copywriting. And like I said, copywriting is like the foundation of every other thing you're going to be doing. David was telling me today how just viewing my status has spurred him to start writing copies and engaging people with his status. Now, you don't always have to be sell. Sometimes I just give value, all right? and I don't even make any call to action. I just give value on my status. And most of the time, what I write on my WhatsApp is what I post on my Instagram, because I don't know. I just feel that Instagram is just, it's like a crowded place. It's like I am going out on a larger space. But on WhatsApp, I can already just pick up my phone and just type some things and the inspiration flows. Okay. But on Instagram, I feel I have to put my stuff together and all of that, do some designs, and I hate all those things, sincerely. All those flyer, all those Canva designs. I wish I could just give it out to somebody. All right, where you have to do, okay, 6 steps to this. I just like to flow. I like to be very spontaneous, and WhatsApp allows me to do that. Okay. So I just, whatever I write on my WhatsApp, I just post there, and it's easier for me that way. So copywriting is very foundational. It's very foundational. I don't know. You must have seen those 10 skills. I don't think I have. I don't think I have them anywhere here. But let me just let me go back here. Okay. This is what I use today. I just want to show you those 10 skills. Some of you already know them, so. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so these are the 10 skills on LEP. I think they're about 28 on application engineer. So copywriting is, like I said, is the foundation. All right, is the foundation of everything you do. I want to overcharge. Okay. Yeah. And if you are somebody who is lazy at writing, you can just start by saying, I just found out, and post that. I just found out. Dot on your status. I just found out. In fact, if you've not done that before, I want you to do that right now. Just go to your status right now and type, I just found out, post it. All right. I just found out you can actually make money from, you can actually make 56, you can actually have access or make, what's the word now? You can actually, you don't have to break your bank to learn 14 high income skills, for example. I just found out. You don't have to break the bank to learn 14 high income skills, for example. All right. That could be an example. And the copywriting will enable you on how to not just write, but write meaningfully, with beginning with the end in mind. Okay, so these are the skills you learn. And like I said, depending on the platform you belong, you should focus on one first. All right, which brings me to my next point. Which skill should you start with? Which skill should I start with? Which skill should you start with? All right, should I start with copywriting, sales funnel building, email marketing, presentation skills, social media marketing? Remember, they're learning these skills to monetize them. All right, I'm not necessarily to say, hey, I am skilled at copywriting. I'm like, okay, so how much have you made from it? Or how many businesses have you helped with your skill? So you're not just learning these skills for learning's sake, you're learning to monetize. So basically, you want to start with the one that that best suits you. For example, when I started, I did not start with the 14 or 10 or whatever number of skills that were available. I started with running ads on YouTube, which is other search engine optimization. Funny, right? But that was what was giving me results at that time. That was what I was doing that was getting me results. So it was easier for me to help people do what I was doing because I had learned it to a point and I was getting results with it. So I was sharing with other people who were coming to me. And guess what? I was billing them heavily. Initially it was 5K, 10K, 20K, 25, 30, 50 to run ads on YouTube. I made a lot of money from that, a lot of money. And I said I did 18.6 million last year. Bulk of it came from monetizing my skill. That this year I've not taking any job because I really I'm focusing on building affiliates because I want to enjoy passive income, and it's happening already. All right. So what you should focus on the one that you are maybe you are predisposed to, maybe before prior to this time you've been doing it and it's getting some results. For example, Ebube is good with Canva. All right. So she may want to start with graphic design and go through the training on AI. Maybe all she knows is just Canva. What if she now step up again with AI without Adobe Illustrator or PS? And tonight I'm going to be showing you, should I do that tonight? Maybe some other time. I'm going to be showing you how to get all those softwares for free without paying a dime. As a matter of fact, I just downloaded Camtasia on my new laptop. All right. And I was able to do it successfully. Where's Coach Lumide? He came in to meet me in Ibadan then. I was asking how we couldn't do it then. But I've learned that now, figured it out. So whatever software you want to use, whether you want to get AI or PS, you can get them for free on your laptop. I'll show you guys tonight. I hope there's time. All right. So you want to start with Canva, you're already good at it, you want to upgrade your skill, there's a training on that. Is it can you build funnels already? Are you good at email marketing or social media marketing? You can just start with that and quickly see, okay, what are they saying differently here? What is the way to monetize it here? Okay, and you move on to the next. You don't have to learn everything at once. It's not a cast on stone where you must start with copywriting. Just start with what you feel you're probably already doing or you want to start learning with. You want to start learning. It could be content creation, could be website development, could be WhatsApp marketing, could be LAP, whatever it is on affiliated NG. Start with what you feel you can do or you want to learn. Okay, so that's what it should be for you. In my own case, like I said, I was already running ads on YouTube based off on the things I had learned and I was getting me results. So it was easier for me to help other people get results with what I was doing. And I was able to charge them and bill them and make some extra money for myself. So even when my ads were not converting or some were not coming in, I was still making money by the side. And that kept me going. It kept me with my lifestyle, kept me, it was really, really good. Do you understand? Yeah. So that is what's the word? That's what you could do. So you can start with any of the skills that that best suits you. All right. There's no fast rule that you must start with copywriting. I know a couple of people here. Exactly your love or your strength. Okay, your love or your strength. And for people who don't have any love or strength, just start with one. Maybe you don't even have anything. You came in here without any skill, no problem. You can start with copywriting. All right. Or you can start with social media marketing, which has to do with running Instagram, Facebook ads. Okay, you can start with that. And when you start getting results, you can start collecting jobs. Like Jadowski now runs ads for some top affiliates in other platforms, which is okay. The moment you start getting results, you can charge people within the community and say, "Oh, I can do this for you. How much? Let me do something like what's his name? David now he wants to bill me to design flyers. Okay, we can do that. I get to my point. Yeah, just make sure that you start with one, build mastery to a point. Don't try and cram everything and say, okay, I'm going to learn the whole 30 or 14 skills or 28 skills. No, you're not doing yourself you're not doing yourself well by doing that. You're just gonna realize that you just went through like a movie. Like, oh, okay, so this is all there is to LAP. What next? So what next should I? So I get a lot of that. Someone comes and tell me, I've gone through 10 by 48. What next? Obviously, you went through it. Like you're watching a movie. All right. So you want to make sure that okay, somebody said I love presentation skill. Beautiful. Why don't you do that? Why don't you start with that? I mean, you can become an exceptional presenter. I did a presentation today. Some of you must have seen it on YouTube and maybe on the Telegram group. And I feel I have a long way to go. No matter how smooth I sound or whatever it is, I still have a long way to go. Why? Because I need to obey certain rules. I still need to follow the structure. There's a structure in presentation. and that's why I'm going to do it again and again and again until I master it. In fact, before I came on this call, I was reading through a book that began to open my mind to certain things that I did not know prior to this time. One of the reasons why I would have to go back again. I actually sent some of the presentations to some of my friends. They should help me review it and be brutally, constructively, criticize it and let me know where I need to improve. But I saw the area that was glaring. Do you understand? That's how you get better. When you do something, you feel like, I remember when they will come to me almost every time she writes a copy, she will come and let me criticize it or critique it. What's the word? Check it for her. All right, for lack of a better word. And I remember the first time we jumped on the call when I saw her first copy. And I gave her some ideas and I ran her through some of the things she could do. And since that time, her copy has drastically improved. Okay, so it's not a one-off thing, but you're going to get better over time. So don't try to cram everything in one go. Just focus on one skill. Now, if you pick copywriting, for example, all right, if you pick copywriting, for example, what I expect you to do is to go through all the trainings on copywriting on your dashboard. For Affiliated NG, you have copywriting conferences done as far back as last year. Go through all of them. If I were you, I would take note of all the copies that were written, that people came up with. I will take note of all of that and repurpose it or rewrite it in my own words, or use it to create my own copy for what I want to sell. If you are on LAP, all those 30 different principles, I will use it to write a copy. I'll do the assignment. After doing that, I'll go and read nothing less than 10 books on copywriting alone. Where can you find them? I gave you the cheat yesterday on Z Library. On Z Library, I'll download at least 10 different books on copywriting alone and read them. I'll read them. I'll go on YouTube again and type how to become a master copywriter, for example. I'll watch videos, I'll watch tutorials on it, I'll download those tutorials, put them on my laptop, put them on my phone. I will consume this content. As I am consuming, I am implementing. If you do this, there is no way you'll not become proficient on that skill. There's no way. If you give it, you apply, which brings me to my third point. All right, how to build depth in your skill set. How to build depth in your skill set. How to build depth in your skill set. Some of you have heard me talk about this over several times. Okay, but this is just for the purpose of the boot camp. The first is to kill laziness. The first is to kill laziness. Many of you, the reason why you're not getting results because you are lazy. You're just lazy, and laziness is a normal thing. We all go through that inertia. So I sound very faint. But really, is it my mic that is far away? What about now? Can you all hear me? Am I loud and clear? Oh, without my Bluetooth. Okay. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? I want to make sure that you can hear me. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. So I was like, for many of you, your challenge is you are lazy. You will never bring yourself to do anything that takes you off your comfort zone. You're so comfortable with where you are. And it's a mental attitude. Laziness is a mental attitude. Hope you know that. Laziness is a mental attitude. It's something you build over time. When you have grown, you have built the attitude to just do the barest minimum or not do anything at all when you don't feel like it. It becomes a behavioral pattern, or it will actually be a mental attitude that you just do by default because you have done it over and over and over and over again in the past. And there's a streak of laziness in every person. It's wisdom to admit it, identify it, and fight it, and kill it. All right, and kill it. Laziness to go through your course materials. Somebody told me earlier today that is too long. I said, if you cannot watch a 55-minute webinar, is it the one that has 3 hours that you want to watch? Please just carry your wallet. As I am like this, I don't have strength. That's okay. I was just telling the guy, you know. So you need to realize that human beings are naturally lazy. Okay, identify that, admit it, then fight it. Even me, I still wrestle with laziness. Sometimes I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like going to my course. I don't feel like doing it. I just want to just lull or just idle away. But it's at such times that you need to get your butt off and make it happen. So as you're learning your skills, you're learning copywriting, for example, you're starting with that, you would need to kill laziness to do nothing or to consume your content. All right, the next is to build urgency. Yeah, mental laziness is to build urgency. Now, urgency in the sense that you mount pressure on yourself to hitting your set target. So if you give yourself a target that by the end of March or by the end of April, I want to be able to write 20 different copies, as in copies to sell LEP, to sell affiliated NG, 20 different copies. And if you've not written those 20 different copies, you will neither sleep nor eat. Let me see how you will not be able to write that. Of course, you that like food more than yourself, you not eat, sleep, or eat. But my point is, you build urgency by mounting pressure on yourself based on your set target. Remember, one of the habits of a pro affiliate is what? Who can remember? One of the habits of a pro affiliate, the very first thing that a pro affiliate does is what? Oh my goodness. Are these people in class? Is setting targets. Is setting daily, weekly, monthly, yearly targets, quarterly targets. All right. So when you set targets and you you go after them, it helps you mount pressure on yourself. I talk about how I have to leave church. I have to leave my house to go to church because I needed to mount pressure on myself. I needed to build urgency. Many of you have been doing what you're doing currently for many years, and the results are almost the same thing. Wouldn't it be wise if you use the next 6 months to just mount serious pressure on yourself to master these skills so that you can say, yes, this is what I can do, and your results show for it? So building urgency requires that you go the extra mile. So when I was talking about going on YouTube and all of that and to consume more data, it's because you're building urgency. You do not have the luxury of time to lazy around. Okay. And of course, the third is to find motivation. You will not always feel like doing it. Motivation is not the goosebumps you feel, all right, in the morning or all of a sudden. It's not that, it doesn't come like the morning mist. Motivation comes from doing something repeatedly over and over and over again. Somebody can become passionate about selling shit, provided selling shit pays his bills. You don't need to find the motivation to pack shit, all right, when it's not paying your bills. You will quit. But the truth is, if you wait until you start getting results before you do anything, you will not do anything at all. So you build the mental muscle to keep going against the tide, even when you're not seeing any results. But it comes from your daily activities. It comes from the things you you continuously do every day, which is where excellence lies. All right. So you find motivation by repeatedly doing the things that move the money needle. What are they? Generating traffic, following up, closing sales, going through your course materials, of course, to learn more and implement. And of course, I talked about taking massive action yesterday, and I explained what taking massive action means. That is not waiting until you've learned all there is to be learned. It's taking baby steps, all right? And Oga David has now broken down for us that don't be a power bank of information. Execute when you learn. That's a summary of take massive action, all right? And lastly, you practice, practice, practice. Practice as often as you can. Practice as often as you can. All right. Practice with people with you. Practice with, I mean, some of you, I know some of you started building your own smaller groups, and that's okay. Practice with those people. Do role plays. All right. Do role plays. Do role plays with them. Then also, I learned a lot about Sam Harvard is he gives you an opportunity to shine. He gives you an opportunity to express yourself. He does a lot of role plays. I mean, look at what we did in closing sales, in presentation. I mean, just give an opportunity for you to prove yourself. Do you understand? I'm going to be having that on this platform as well. We're going to be bringing a lot of people to come display some of these skills with us. And I want you to make a resolve in your mind that you will not just be in the stand. You'll not just be on the sideline consuming. You will also make up your mind to give. You would make up your mind to give, to be a giver of what's working for you, from what you're learning. Just open your mind to give, because the more you give, I don't care what anybody else have told you in the past, the more you give, the more you receive. It's the truth. The more you give, the more you receive. So you practice on a daily basis and you get better at it. Now these are the five ways in building depth in your skill set. Okay, and for a newbie, you will need all of this, because this is the same thing I used, though I didn't know, but I just went ahead, all right, to apply them when I got started. Maybe it was because I was in a very dark place. I had certain things I needed to achieve and I couldn't wait. Some of you have parents who what's it called? You have siblings, you have people who send you money. I didn't have anybody. In fact, people were looking up to me to send them money. People were waiting for me to send money. People were. So I was in the boat. I was coming back from the other day. I was in a car. I was in a boat, and the guy was telling me how that there's nobody that is not looking up to anybody with that. There's nobody that's going to say, "Oh, boy, send your account number. I'll make I send you this money. Send you this urgent 50K or 20K." There's nothing like that. He's the one that's supposed for his family and himself. So I didn't have anybody sending me money. So maybe that was why that's what pushed me. For many of you are just okay. You have enough to eat. You're living with your family. Everything is okay for you. So there's nothing at stake. So you don't see the need don't see why you need to apply pressure on yourself. You don't see why you need to practice every day. You don't see why you need to build urgency. You don't see why you need to take massive action. You're just okay. So that's why you are taking this with levity. You're doing this lackluster. You're just okay with it. But if you have a strong why, you have a strong reason why you're doing this, and it's burning, it's eating you deep, nobody will tell you that you need to put in the work. Okay? And I'm not trying to scare you here, but the truth is nothing good, nothing real comes easy. Nothing real, nothing good, nothing beautiful, nothing. I mean, if it's easy, you think it's easy to make 5 million, 10 million online, then everybody will be doing it now. Why do you think people think it's a scam? Because their minuscule mind cannot comprehend it. And they know that, yes, it's not as the way it seems. And that's the truth. But the beauty about it is that you can learn this thing. The average person can come on board, learn them, and implement and get results. All right. So that about skills. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is activities. And activities is basically the things you do that move the money needle, your daily income producing activities. How much time do you spend on these things? What are they, by the way? Generating traffic. As a newbie, the first thing you should learn is how to generate traffic both organically and through sponsored ads. Because you should start growing your list almost immediately. Those family and friends you're depending on will not buy from you. They will not buy from you. They are not your target audience. At best, they are there to discourage you or support you. Support you by helping you maybe recommend their friends and family only if and when they start seeing results, or share your content on their status so that more people can see it. That's the best way to actually leverage on that relationship, by asking them to share your video, to share your content on their status so that their friends and family can see it, their own friends and family can see it, and come to you on your DM. So when they come to you on your DM, you can now send those people on an errand to go and do the same thing through a bribe. So someone comes and says, hello, let me see, hello, David, or hello, Vera, I would like to access the free presentation that shows me how to make an extra $2,000 per month. And you run them through a sequence and say, okay, before I can share this with you, would you mind sharing this on your status? I'll give you a gift when you do that. All right. And they do, and you get more people without even running any single ad. You can do this. You can do this even while you're still learning. Like I said, your number one priority as an affiliate marketer is to grow your list and grow it fast. And one of the ways to do that is through that sponsored ads or organic, free. What is stopping you from picking your phone and creating videos? Like I said, from next week, we're going to start doing organic sales and using Instagram and giving content ideas. And one of them is a lead generation post. What is a lead generation post? Something that brings people, that automatically tells people, okay, I'm interested. It has a call to action that sells your opportunity in a way. All right, you probably give value or talk about the problem, talk about the solution, and do a call to action where they say, hey, I would like this. If you want more information about how this works, or send me a DM or click the link in my bio. What stops you from creating content on your YouTube channel and putting it out there? You don't have to have a beautiful light, a beautiful background, mic. I just got these things after over a year. Imagine if I we wait and say, I'm going to start doing videos and putting them on YouTube when I have a mic, when I have a good light, when I have a laptop like this. If you see the laptop I was using for more than a year, you will laugh. You will think poverty has, though it served for a purpose for a while. But my point is, I didn't wait until I had everything in place before I started. Those content I posted on my YouTube channel brought me leads. I made sales from that. And I still get leads to today because I'm still putting out content. And because of that, my YouTube has been monetized. But many of you are waiting for all the lights to be green before you drive out of the parking lot. Breaking news, it will not always be green. You know the laptop, author, you see, a guy usually say he knows the laptop. Do you understand? So what are your daily activities? Like I said, the primary thing you should be doing is generating leads, whether they are converting or not. Just be generating leads. Go and do the work in converting them. Go and learn how to close. Go and learn how to write. When you're working on your skills, but just be generating leads. Somebody type generate leads consistently. Maybe that's too much. Just type generate leads. Whatever you're doing, just generate leads. WhatsApp leads, email lists, whatever it is, just be growing your contact list, email list, WhatsApp list. That's what you should be doing. Those are the activities that move the money needle. Generating lists, generating traffic, following up, closing. We're going to be doing an intensive training on how to follow up. I'm going to be sending you a book to read in advance, and we're going to go through that book step by step. How to follow up like a pro. If you do all of these things, if you see, activities will help you generate results faster than if all you do was just consuming. But if you're learning and also, you're putting in some work, you're involved in the activities, you're generating leads, you're generating traffic, you're following up, you're closing, and all of that, you will make sales faster. You will get results faster. while you're learning the skills, you will get some cash flow that will keep your business running, that will keep your heart pumping, that will keep your blood pumping, and you will have something to boast with, to brag with. Do you understand? Get in the habit of your daily activities. So you can say, today I want to generate 50 leads. How? I'm going to create a powerful offer. I'm going to create a powerful content. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to run ads. And when they come into my DM, I'm going to send them on an errand. I don't have any money to run ads, no problem. I'm going to use the video that's available that people have created and use it to ask people to post it on my status. And when they come to my DM, I'm going to request that they help me post this. How difficult is that? But you're too timid. What if they say no? What if they say yes? What if they actually say yes? Okay, I'm going to do that. I mean, I love the excitement when somebody makes their first sale. Oh my God, my first is just, and it's so exciting. Go and check what that person did. Keyword, did. The person did something. The person just there consuming content. I mean, no, the person went ahead to do something. So get in the habit of doing your daily activities. Figure out what your daily activity is. But like I said, the core is to generate traffic, whatever you do. All right, so that's it. That's it for the boot camp. There's so much, but we're just gonna keep it this way, and we'll having subsequent trainings as time goes on. All right, practical trainings on, okay, how do you even create sequences? How do you derive your own sequences? What should inform your sequences? Please, someone should remind me or write these things down. We need a secretary as a reminder. But how do you create your own sequence? How do you come up with your own sequence on autoresponder? And how do you design these things? All right. Yeah, so that you need to understand how to do these things yourself. I don't necessarily depend on anybody to come do them for you. Okay. So that is that. We have come to the end of the boot camp, and this training will be available for every person who is getting started for the first time, and the person is required to go through this. All right, good. Thank you very much, Eddie. The person required to go through this training, at least understand exactly what we're all about, what is required of you, and how to go pro. Okay, how to go pro. It's a lot of work, but it's highly rewarding. I guarantee you, it is highly rewarding. There's never a day I don't thank God to say, Father, thank you so much for setting me on this path. I'm serious. And sometimes it gets me emotional because I look back at where I'm coming from. I'm like, wow. Like, just wow. Just wow. Imagine if I stayed with that, my job, I was paying 100,000 after I left the bank, and they had increased my salary from 100K to 135K, and it seemed like, oh, this is better, this is good prospect. Imagine how I stayed with that. I would still be maybe I'll just be maybe now I'll be 180,000 per month or 200K. Something we do every week or even more. So it's possible, it's realistic, it's achievable, but we need to become those people first. All right, become the person who can naturally attract that kind of income because you are equipped with the skill. Then go and make that income. That's the goal. Okay, that's the goal. So this is it. Like I said, on Friday we'll be having a training with Jadonski. I don't know if he's on this call, where we'll be running through how to create landing pages with card. Then from Monday, we'll be starting with organic sales challenge on Instagram, and everybody is required to follow everybody. Okay. If you have not optimized your profile, please go and do that. Go and do it. Very important. All right, then. Of course, those of you who have not started following, I know a lot of people follow. I don't even know who you are, but please, if you're following me, I've not followed you. Bring it to my attention so I can follow you deliberately. I get a lot of follows every week, every day, and I don't know where they're coming from. Sincerely, I don't know where they're coming from. So make sure that we'll do that on Sunday night, Sunday or Saturday. Okay, so that we can all follow each other. Then we'll be dropping. I'll walk you guys on how to pod and I'll send the links to. Let me stop sharing so that it doesn't get too long.